Alrighty, we're going to work on Second Kings. I'm late tonight, but I kind of can't help it. Oh, excuse me, can't help it. It's coffee. We're on 19. And it came to pass when King Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes, and covered himself with sackcloth, and went into the house of the Lord. And he set Eliakim, which was over the household, and Shemaiah the scribe, and the elders of the priests, covered with sackcloth, to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos. And they said unto him, Thus saith Hezekiah, This day is a day of trouble, and of rebuke, and blasphemy, for the children are come to the birth, and there is not strength to bring forth. And it may be the Lord thy God will hear all the words of Rabshakeh, whom the king of Assyria his master hath sent to reproach the living God, and will reprove the words which the Lord God had heard. Therefore lift up thy prayer for the remnant that are left. So the servants of King Hezekiah came to Isaiah, and Isaiah said unto them, Thus shall you say to your master, Thus saith the Lord, Be not afraid of the words which thou hast heard, with which the servant of the king of Assyria has blasphemed me. Behold, I will send a blast upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and shall return to his own land, and I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. So Rabshakeh returned and found the king of Assyria, warning against Libya, for he had heard that he was departed from Lachish. Alright, I gotta let the bullet out. I'll be right back. Alright, we're on 9. And when he heard say of Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, Behold, he is come out to fight against thee, he sent messengers against Hezekiah, saying, Thus shall you speak to Hezekiah king of Judah, saying, Let not thy God, in whom thou trustest, deceive thee, saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. Behold, thou hast heard what the king of Assyria hath done to all the land by destroying them utterly, and shalt thou be delivered? Have the gods of the nation delivered them which my father have destroyed, as Goshen and Haran and Rezeph and the children of Eden which were in the Lazer? Where is the king of Hamath, and the king of Arpad, and the king of the city of Sepharvaim of Hena and Iva? Okay. And Hezekiah received a letter of the land of his messenger, and read it. And Hezekiah went up unto the house of the Lord, and spread it before the Lord. And Hezekiah prayed before the Lord, and said, O Lord God of Israel, which dwellest between the cherubim, Thou art the God, even I alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth. Lord, bow down thine ear and hear. Open, Lord, thine eyes and see, and hear the words of Sennacherib, which has sent him to reproach the living God. Of the truth, Lord, the king of Assyria have destroyed the nations and their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire, for they were no gods, but the work of man's hand, wood and stone. Therefore they have destroyed them. Now therefore, O Lord our God, I beseech thee, save thou us out of his hands, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art the Lord God, even thou alone. And Hezekiah the son of Amos sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, that which thou hast prayed to me again, Sennacherib, king of Assyria, I have heard. This is the word that the Lord has spoken concerning him. The virgin, the daughter of Zion, has despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem has shaken her head at thee. Whom hast thou reproached and blasphemed? And against whom hast thou exalted thy voice and lifted up thy eyes on high? Even against the Holy One of Israel. By thy messengers thou hast reproached the Lord, and hast said, With the multitude of my chariots I come up to the height of the mountain, to the sides of Lebanon, and I will cut down the tall cedars trees thereof, and choose fir trees thereof, and I will enter into the lodging of of his borders, and to the forest of his camel. Okay. I have dug and drank strange waters, and with a sole of my feet have I dried up all the rivers of Basan's place, or of besieged places. Hast thou not heard long ago how I have done it, and of ancient times that I have formed it? Now have I brought it to pass that thou shouldest be to lay waste fenced cities into the ruinous heaps. Therefore their inhabitations were of small power. They are dismayed and confounded. They were as the grass of the field, and as the green herb, and as the grass on the housetops, and as the corn blast before it to be grown up. But I know thy abide, and thy going out, and thy coming in, and thy rage against me, because thy rage against me and thy tremblance is come up unto my ears. Therefore I will put my hook in thy nose, and my bridle in thy lips, and I will turn thee back by the way which thou comest. And this shall be a sign unto thee. You shall eat this year such thing as grow of themselves, and in the second year that which strengthen of the same, and in the third year sow ye, and reap, and plant vineyards, and eat the fruit thereof. And the raiment that is escaped of the house of Judah shall yet again take root downward, and bear fruit upward. Now, this right here, there's every 7 years you're supposed to let your land do rest, whatever. You're not supposed to till it and plant it. You're supposed to let whatever grows there grow. 31. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a raiment, and they that escape out of Mount Zion, the zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, Ye shall not come into the city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it. By the way that he came, and by the same shall he return, and shall not come into his city, saith the Lord. If you can hear that, we got thundering going on. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake, and for my servant David's sake. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. Well, God's doing it. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelt at Nineveh. And it came to pass, as he was worshipping in the house of Nashroth, his god, that's a new one, that Adram, Mila, and Shorzar, his son, smote him with the sword, and that they escaped into the land of Samaria. And Esarhaddon, his son, reigned in his stead. Alright, we're on chapter 20. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Set thy house in order, for thou shalt die, and not live. Then he turned his face to the wall, and prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth, and with perfect heart, and I have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. And it came to pass before Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of his people, Thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer, and I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up into the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy day 15 years, and I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and I will defend this city for my own sake, and for my servant David's sake. And Isaiah said, Take a lump of figs. And they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. So he was going to die over a boil. Man, that must have been a really bad boil. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, What shall be thy sign that the Lord will heal me? And what will I go up into the house of the Lord the third day? And Isaiah said, This sign shalt thou have of the Lord, that the Lord will do the thing that he hath spoken. Shall the shadow go forward 10 degrees, or go back 10 degrees? And Hezekiah answered, It is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow return backwards 10 degrees. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward, by which it had gone down the deal of Ahaz. Now, I heard this thing on the internet, that they were trying to figure out something about the time and the moon and the sun and all, and this I can't figure out why. And there was this Christian girl working there, and she pointed out 2 of the reasons why. But then they said, hey, look, we still got 10 degrees more to go. And then she did some studying on it and found this, and then she told them. I thought that was a pretty good thing to do. I mean, you know, if you're going to be a Christian, you need to stand up and say, hey, look, this is why this is this way. And let them know. Alright, we're on 12. At that time, Beladam, the son of Beladam, king of Babylon, Oh, okay. Babylon. I see that. Sent letters and present with Hezekiah, for he had heard that Hezekiah had been sick. And Hezekiah hearkened unto him, and showed them all the house of his precious things, the silver and the gold, and the spices, and the precious ointment, and all the house of the armor, and all that was found in his treasure. There was nothing in the house, nor in all his dominion, that Hezekiah showed him not. Now, why would you want to show your enemy? I'm not getting it. Then came Isaiah the prophet unto King Hezekiah, and said unto him, What said these men? And whence come they unto thee? And Hezekiah said, They are come from a far country, even from Babylon. And he said, What have they seen in thine house? And Hezekiah answered, All the things that are in my house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them. Not a good thing. And Isaiah said unto Hezekiah, Hear the word of the Lord. Behold, the day cometh, that all that is in thine house, and all that thy fathers have laid up in store unto this day, shall be carried unto Babylon. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, Good is the word of the Lord, which thou hast spoken. And he said, It is not good, if peace and truth be in my days. And the rest of the acts of Hezekiah, and all his might, and how he made a pool, and a conduct, and brought water into the city, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Judah? And Hezekiah slept with his father, and Manasseh his son reigned in his stead. Alright, now I want to go back up here to, let's see. Hold on a minute. Alright, in 20 it says, The rest of the acts of Hezekiah and all his might, and how he made a pool and a conduct, and brought water. So he made an aqueduct to bring water into the city. So he did a lot for the city. Alright, now we're on chapter 21, and we're going to work on it tomorrow. And I will see y'all then. Love each and every one of you. Bye-bye. One more thing. We only got 5 more to go on this book, and we'll be done with it.